Hey everyone, Mike Rosehart here today talking to you guys about passive income and more specifically how I was able to collect over $14,718 in a single month with passive income. What is passive income? Passive income is income that is earned on a recurring basis that requires no effort by the recipient. So what that means is if you are working in a job to earn money, that is active income, that is not passive. If you're creating videos on a consistent basis and then selling those videos or selling those services, that is active income, that is not passive income. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of people on the internet today want to talk about their passive income. Oh, my passive income coaching business, my passive income rental properties. And there's a very fine line, and I want to talk about specifically, how do you define that and what is it? Myself personally, I was able to collect, you can see the varying sources, over $10,505 a month in rental income cash flow from my rental properties that were mostly passive. Let's call it semi-passive income, because you still will get a tenant call occasionally. Things will still crop up with the property. Even if you have a manager, you're managing that manager. So at the end of the day, it's not entirely passive, and I'm not gonna pretend that it is entirely passive, but it's been able to afford me the ability to do whatever I want. I'm sitting here on I don't even know what day it is today, Thursday. I'm sitting here on a Thursday making videos with you guys. And that's something I enjoy doing. It's something I want to do to give back. But this passive income behind me that I'm collecting each and every month, being able to collect passive income allows me and affords me the ability to be retired early. I never have to work at an active day job again. I never have to work for someone else. The passive income comes in whether I put in the effort or not, whether I take a trip for 3 months or not, right? So that's the beauty of passive income. You don't have to work for it. And that's the idea behind early retirement and financial independence and retiring early. In the community of financial independence, retiring early, people are moving towards passive income. They want to escape the rat race. They want to escape the 9 to 5. They want to quit running their entrepreneurial venture. They want to sell their business. They want to be done with trading time and resources for money. Time, energy, stress, resources for money. You don't want to trade things for money. The ideal world is one in which you don't trade your time for money. You maybe have to put some time in up front to create the passive income stream, but once it's created, it is self-sufficient and requires little to no effort by the recipient. So let me walk you through some other examples of passive income. We have dividend income. This was one of the reasons I sold a lot of my rental properties off, was because I was tired of managing the manager. When there was a problem, the manager would still end up calling me. When there was an issue, the tenant escalated to the tribunal, I would still have to go and at least hire a paralegal or go myself to represent. But dividend income, entirely passive. You buy shares in publicly traded companies, or you buy index funds or ETFs that own tiny shares of many different companies, small portions of many companies that all pay dividends, and you collect entirely passive income. You literally get a check in the mail on a monthly distribution basis or quarterly basis or annual basis or semi-annual basis, and you collect that passive income for no effort. Your money literally works for you. It's like an army of minions. And about a year ago, I wrote a post on my blog, 25 and Free, about this specific topic. You want to build an army of dollars, an army of money minions that will go out, and you want to employ them and put them to work passively for you. You want them to be working for you. And you'll get to a point as you build your wealth that your money actually can work harder than you can. That's right. If you have $2-3 million and it's working at 10%, that's $300,000 a year. Not a lot, not a very small percentage of the population can actively trade their time for $200,000 or $300,000 a year. Now imagine all that passive income coming in. What are you going to do with it, right? And that's the beauty of where financial independence and retiring early comes in. It is about finding that lifestyle and finding what you want to do with your life when work is out of the equation. So question for you guys, what would you be doing? Let me know in the comments, what would you be doing if you had passive income coming in that was in the 5 figures? So 5-figure passive income coming in, that's more than $10,000 a month coming in passive income. Let me know what you guys would be doing. If it's working, sweet, awesome. But you know what? A Gallup study found that 79% of workers in North America are unsatisfied in their job and they don't enjoy what they do. So for all those people out there who think they enjoy what they do, think about it on a Friday afternoon when it's sunny and you want to go for a hike. I'm saying that passive income allows you to have that freedom of opportunity to choose what you do with each and every day. You can wake up at noon if you want, you can work on videos, you can take a week off and go on a road trip like I just did. I went on a 12-day road trip. It was fantastic with my family. Passive income is one of the most powerful things, I think, because the value of compound interest. When you think about it, passive income, you could then, if you don't need to live on all of it, you could reinvest that passive income and earn even more passive income. So that's the beauty of passive income. It just keeps coming whether you're trying or not. But let's look at some more sources of passive income. We've talked about rental property income. This is net. You want to look at net of all your expenses, right? Your utilities, your mortgage payments on your loans, your insurance on the property, your property taxes, your maintenance, your depreciation, and your vacancy. So you want to collect passive income from your rental portfolio. You got dividend income coming in. Another one I really like is the high interest savings account. I like to keep 1 to 2 years living expenses in a high interest savings account. Right now in Canada, there are a bunch of banks offering promotions, but Tangerine, for instance, has a 2.6% high interest savings account. I have my 1 or 2 years living expenses tucked away in an account, call it an emergency fund, that's growing at 2.6%. So it's combating inflation, it's growing faster than inflation, and it's there so I don't need to, if something ever were to happen, I don't need to rely on selling off equities, public equities. I don't need to rely on selling off properties. I have that buffer built in. You don't want to just be running passive income at exactly what your expenses are, because there's no margin for error, no margin for mistakes, for things that are going to come up and things are going to happen in your life. Private lending is another huge one. This is the reason I sold part of the reason I sold a lot of my properties off. I sold 11 properties off recently and reduced my rental income, passive income. But I've been able to increase my dividend income significantly and my private lending interest income significantly. There are lenders who borrowers who will allow you to secure against their real estate, against their properties. These are people like flippers who are flipping properties. They will let you secure in the first or second mortgage position against the property, so it's secured and safe at a 15% rate of return. Now this is so important, because think about it. Not a lot of rental properties, once you discount your effort, your energy, your time, your stress, all of these things, once you factor all those things that are required to manage a rental property in, and you discount that, you'll find that rental properties tend to perform between 15 and 20% depending on your market. If you're in a market like New York, California, Toronto, Vancouver, a major metropolitan, you may even do worse than 15% on your equity in your property. And so sometimes it makes sense to actually sell your portfolio off for a nice profit and then invest that at, say, 15%. If you have $1 million that's out and you've lent it out in private money against mortgages, you can easily collect $150,000 a year entirely passive. Yes, over $10,000 a month entirely passive is totally possible, and this is very, very enticing. I'm a big fan of diversified passive income streams. You don't want all of your passive income coming from one source. You want diversity, you want multiple sources, because if something happens, the real estate market goes down, or a house burns down, or whatever happens, you don't want to just be relying on one source. You want multiple sources of income, ideally from different countries. So if you can invest in ETFs that invest in different geographical markets and different capital markets, that'll help you diversify your income streams and ensure you never have to go back to active work if you don't want to. If you want to, do it. We got another little thing I popped in here, Canada Child Benefit. In Canada, actually, in Ontario, if your income is below a certain level, the government gives you tax-free cash per child. It actually starts at $566 a month cash in your account every month per child. There are people here who have 6-7 kids and they're collecting $3,000-$4,000 a month passive. They're technically collecting passive income, and it actually incentivizes them not to work. I'm gonna do another video on that, because that's a whole Canadian problem. It's a socialist problem where people are collecting this benefit. I have tenants that do this. They collect this benefit and they quit their jobs to max out the benefit. It actually makes more sense not to work after the clawback of this benefit. So there you have it. Those are my sources of passive income that I generated in January. I went and calculated the numbers to see what I was actually generating. The goal is that it's consistent and recurring. And passive income is just so awesome. When you think about it, at the end of the day, it's so much better than active income, because if something happens to your health, right? If you get sick tomorrow, it keeps coming in. If something happens and you get a brain injury and you can't work, again, the passive income will keep coming in. It will keep providing for you. And that is just so valuable. I am a huge fan of passive income. at the end of the day, I want that. For everyone on this channel, when I talk about, you guys have heard, if you checked out my video recently with Graham Stephan, we did a video together talking about some of my story. It was a fantastic video. Stay till the end because there's a really sweet twist ending. You guys are gonna love it. It's got a great cameo in it too from another YouTuber. And at the end of the day, you know, the key piece being that you wanna have that freedom and that opportunity to really do what you wanna do with your life. And at the end of the day, those three things you really have to focus on are spending less, earning more, and then maximizing returns in that order. To build passive income, you need to create wealth. It's very, very important you create wealth. Once you have wealth, right, because you've been saving a lot, you've been not spending, and you've been trying to earn as much as you can, actively and passively, and reinvesting all of that, then you will create this cushion of wealth and this net worth that essentially is your scoreboard for how much passive income you can earn. Because the more wealth you have, the more individual dollar minions you have to employ that'll go work for you, the more passive income you can have. On this channel, I'll talk, you know, in greater length about different ways you can structure and create passive sources of income. Things like online businesses, I haven't done a ton of exploration into, but I'm very interested in uncovering and exploring that for you guys to share with you how you can build passive income. And the idea being passive, right? Not active. A lot of people talk about, you know, when you're building a business, that's active. There's an active component and then the passive component kicks in. The goal is to build passive components that will cash flow for you for the rest of your life. You don't want to have to rely on working for the rest of your life. So I want to talk to you guys about the ability to earn passive income. In this video, I'm hoping is going to generate a bit of interest so I can do future videos on specific types of passive income that I'm a big fan of. So if you guys enjoyed that, please let me know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the little notification bell beside the subscribe button if you want to see more videos about passive income, about retiring early, about financial independence. If your goal is to basically have the opportunity to choose what you want to do with your life, and I think that should be the ultimate goal of everyone. And once you've unlocked that, then you can pursue things like self-actualization and, you know, doing those things that really fulfill you and provide purpose. Things like what I'm doing right now. This provides a lot of value, I think, to myself. When I see someone really benefiting, when I see someone taking away something from this video, and they send me a comment, and they're like, you know, this video is amazing. It's changed my outlook on everything. I really want to emulate what you're doing, or it's motivated me, inspired me. All of that to me is just so empowering. It just feels so good. It's like when you go and volunteer, it's just that giving back feels really good. And that's why I don't really have an interest in working at an active day job, because I've never found a job to date that I really enjoyed. So there you have it, guys. If you appreciate this video, please let me know in the comments. And as always, spend less, earn more, and maximize your returns to unlock your wealth. What's your favorite part of passive income investing?
Money.
Money? That's right, money. Consistent, stable money.